So I want to talk to you guys about a free VST plugin called Samplab. I've showcased it a few times on the channel, but they have a huge update that can change sampling and your whole workflow around sampling. But before we do get into that, just a quick word from today's sponsors, DistroKid. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you might have seen that DistroKid is the best at distributing your music to all of the top streaming websites and the quickest as well. Those are just facts. So this is just a quick guide to show you what you should do once you've signed up to DistroKid. So assuming that your track's finished and you've signed up to DistroKid, what you need to do next is click upload. Choose which service you want your music to be posted to. I normally click all of them and include Snapchat as well. And then you can proceed to filling out the very easy upload form. DistroKid gives you the choice to add extras if you like YouTube Content ID, which will scan the whole of YouTube to make sure nobody else is using your music without your permission. So once that's done and your track is up and live, I would head over to goodies. You should be using tools like Hyperfollow, promo cards and meme generator. If you would like to sign up to DistroKid today, feel free to use my 7% discount code. It's in the description below. Now let's get into the video. So you might have noticed that I have showcased Samplab in a few videos now. This whole video is about their huge new update. This is what it used to look like indoor before the update. Just simply drag and drop your loops in there and it would spit out the MIDI and the sound. But now they have a desktop app that you can download for Windows or Mac. The whole purpose of it is that you can download pre-made loops to give you inspiration, but you don't have to use their melodies. You can use their sounds and your own melodies. Or sometimes the loops don't come with the MIDI, so it spits the MIDI out and you can change the MIDI as well, which is crazy. So I'm going to drag a piano from our Patent Sounds Lift-Off pack. It's going to ask you what kind of audio did you throw into there. Is it like harmonic, like a melody, or is it percussive, like a drum loop? So as you can see here, it spits out the tempo, the key and the duration. We actually want the duration to be 16 beats. So at the bottom here, you've got the project BPM and the project key. You can change that at any time. What's cool about the update is in the last version, you can only do like one sample loop at a time. But here you can layer different sample loops from anywhere and merge them together with key. And I'll just show you exactly what I mean by that. So we've used this silencer piano from the Lift-Off pack, and now we can go into a completely different loop. Say we like the piano of the silencer, but then we like the violin from this Dark Nights one. So even though silencer is in G minor and the violin is in D minor, Samplab is going to merge them together with the same key, the same BPM, and it's going to sound awesome. Now, even though one is G minor and the other one is D minor, the project file is in G minor. So these two should fit now key wise as well as BPM. Sounds a bit high pitched to me, but you can move the notes around to make it sound however you want it to sound, really. That sounds pretty good to me. It actually doesn't let you go off key. As you can see here, I can't drag on certain notes. Something else that's pretty awesome is that you can audition this new loop in different keys to make it sound even more different. So when you download loop packs and melody packs, rather than throwing it in there, throwing a drum loop over there, maybe some bass, and having the same melody that 1,000 other people will have, you can really make this sound like unique and your own. Like no one else is going to have exactly the same as you if you go into this and change it. So let's change the key. This is what it sounds like now. So if you think that violin's a bit too busy, no worries, you can just chop out this part here. So in my last video, I says to you guys, if you comment another day, another dollar, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Well, this is that next video, and here are the people that commented. If you do want to shout out in my next video, all you have to do right now is click that like button, and in the comment section below, just comment your thoughts on Samplab. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Will you use it? Just let me know your general thoughts on Samplab, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Also, before we get back into it, in my last video I was giving away 1 copy of Halftime, and here is the winner on screen. If you didn't win this time, don't worry about it. There'll be plenty of other times you can win here on the channel. With that being said, let's jump back into the video. So once you've finished making your new loop, you can go ahead and just drag and drop it. And because we know it's in F minor, we can just use any of our regular plugins then to like add bass or any other melodies that we want to make up ourselves. And there you go, it started off with 2 separate loops from 2 separate folders, merged it together to make one cool loop, changed the key. I've added a bit of a counter melody, my own bass, I threw a drum loop in there just for time's sake. And this is what we got. So this is a pretty awesome free VST plugin. The original was great and the update is even better. Is it perfect though? No. Sometimes when you drag and drop the sample into Samplab, the BPM is wrong and the key is wrong. Now I don't know if that's got something to do with how clear the sample is that you're dragging and dropping on there, and reverb and all of that kind of stuff. A lot of the time though, they do give you the right tempo and key, which is awesome. Another thing that I found is when you're playing with the notes in the piano roll, it has a limited range. So if you go too high, it starts to get a bit squeaky, a bit tinny. But if you stay in maybe 1.5 octaves of what the sample is in, it's normally fine. But overall, I really love Samplab. I love what it's doing. I've never seen anything like it before. If you're going to use loops, you can use the sound of the loop, change the melody of the loop. It's absolutely crazy. Now you can put loops on loops on loops on loops and make them fit BPM wise and key in their own desktop version of Samplab, which is completely awesome. I can't wait to see what the next update is going to be. So if you do want Samplab, it will be in the description below, free of charge of course. If you do want to see more free VST plugin videos, I'll leave one here and one right here, and I'll leave a random video right over there. I've been Dixon. Be safe, be productive, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.